I just did all that and I wasn't even live everywhere else. Oh, welcome. Hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing a live thing right now everywhere. Thank you for being here. Thank you all 40 of you in the TikTok live. Hello. So let me show you the screen here just so you can see all these people. They're all on the computer. All right. You're going to be hearing their voices here on Twitter Space. See, these are all the people that are in the video chat. You got Oz, Lumina, Catalina, Justin, and Dragon. There you go. You get to see all those people. All right, 100 people in the room in TikTok Live. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. And as we're having a video conversation, if you want to see the video, you'll be able to see it, but you're going to hear it through the phone. All right. So it just took me a little logistics to get this going. I'll have to pay attention to the chats later, but thank you for joining. I'll try to read them later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. We're everywhere now. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live everywhere. We're on Clubhouse right now. We're on Twitter Spaces. We're everywhere. It's streaming right now to about 13 destinations, it says here. Perfect. All right. So I just did a whole fired up thing and y'all didn't get to see it on LinkedIn. So I'm going to do it one more time. Let's get fired up. This is Friday. Woo! You got this. You tell success you got this. That's what you tell success. You tell success you got this. All right. Let's get it going. Oh, by the way, the new season of the podcast is coming up. Here's the trailer. Hello there, family. You're listening to Fired Up Freedom with Steve Ryan. Fired Up Freedom. All right. I love that song. I love that song. That was so cool making that song. All right. So y'all want to introduce yourselves to the audience? All right, who wants to go first?
I'll get started. I'll get us started. Hello, everyone. It's great to be able to see you. My name is Lubna, and I am your flow guide, the person you go to for more flow more of the time, because let's be honest, hustle and grinding only gets you this far. It's way more fun to flow. That's me for now.
Hi, everybody. I'm Catalina from Colombia. I am an artist, visionary artist, working with plant medicines and yoga. So I am the person for meditation, inner work, I don't know, among other things.
I can hop in here. Hey, everyone, I'm Justin, an architect from Atlanta, Georgia, currently residing in the Boston metro area. And I run a company called Educated Guests. What we do is that we help brand owners grow. And we do that by helping them connect the dots between design, culture, and technology. So, yeah, I'm excited about this conversation. It's going to be really cool.
So hi everyone, my name is Oz. I'm a multidisciplinary abstract artist living here in Milan, New York. I own my own custom framing design company, and I service a lot of art galleries and other artists alike in the area.
All right. I know Dragon's having some issues, so we'll circle back around. Yeah, you probably have to have your Twitter on a separate device, Dragon, and then we'll be able to hear you because everybody can hear you through the phone. Oh, yeah. So, all right, and then you got Dragon, or Emrys is Dragon, who's Dragon Forge, cool animator artist, on and popping. Even though they can't hear you, you can at least wave at him, He's like, you can just look at his facial expression. He's like, what is going on? Like, All right, cool. So before we get into the empowering versus enabling conversation, like we can take some time, to hear about what each of you have going on. I know Oz has to go to this art thing, so he's gonna have to leave early. So we'll get it started with them.
Hey, thanks for having us up, Steve. This is interesting, man. I love what you're doing. You know how passionate you are, so it's contagious, man. It's definitely contagious. Currently, right now we're actually part of a big art market show here in Long Island. One of the biggest and really one of the destination places for art galleries and artists alike. And we're going to be. Yesterday was the VIP event, so we're going back today through Sunday. To see if we can sell some art. We broke the ice yesterday with a really great sale. The woman went out the gallery at the art fair with a beautiful painting, and just enjoying that for now while working on my individual projects here in the studio. As you can see, quite a mess here on video, but what's in our gallery, what's in our studio is not messy, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so I met Oz at NYC NFT, and he's going around New York putting his paintings everywhere all around. I was like, man, that drive, that passion is super awesome. So that's cool. So you got any other art projects coming up and everything as well?
So right now, I'm actually working on a 5-piece small capsule fashion collection because my background is in fashion design. So I'm looking forward to bringing that type of discipline into the Solana space. So really excited about that, and hopefully going to be releasing it by November's time. So just working on that quietly. Yeah.
Cool. And where can people find you if they want to find your work or find what you're doing?
Yeah, you can visit my website, osvaldosegura.com, and you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram as Osvaldo Segura as well.
Cool. All right. So who is next? Any other final words, Oz, before we introduce others too as well?
No, just thank you for having me. Thanks for giving me the platform. And the meeting that we had at NFT NYC was very contagious. I've taken a lot of your advice that you were giving us in the NFT group, especially with the Restream.io. So thank you so much for everything, Steve.
Oh, no problem. And speaking of Restream.io, we're going to be putting up a referral link, so that'll get you a $10 credit for those who want to take advantage and use it. All right, and this is Oz's website. Cool. All right. So next, who do we have next here? Luna?
Why did I know you're going to call on me to do this? It's just fascinating. Every time I decide I'm not going to be the first, I'm getting called on. I mean, honestly. So your question was, what do I have coming up? Well, I've been in visualization mode and vision mode for the last 2 weeks, really thinking about what do I want to create as we're coming up to the end of 2022, and really listening to what's something that sparks my energy, sparks my curiosity, and sparks my passion. And one of those things that keeps popping up every time I talk or listen or read or whatnot is starting a podcast. So I'm going to be working on launching a podcast. I don't know the title, but I do know that Steve is going to do the intro and outro music for me. And I'm looking forward to that and just sharing from my heart, from my passion, all of the things that I've learned and experienced in the over 25 years of my career.
Awesome. And you have the this Flow community. You want to tell us a little bit about your Flow community?
Yeah, so I'm the creator and founder of Flow Club, which is a global community for people who want to surround ourselves with like-minded people who choose to work and live from the inside out. So not live up to expectations of other people and external success, but who really want to stay grounded in who they are, who they want to become, and just flow through life instead of struggle through life.
Wow. Yeah, and I know
Yeah,
we had a good video chat that we haven't put out yet, with some interesting points. Did you want to share any of your interesting stories that can help people with that flow?
Oh no. They gotta wait until you put out the video chat. They gotta wait. I mean, a little bit of anticipation is very healthy.
Okay. And then Lumina's website is Bitly Flow Club, which I'm going to put up here real quick. Bitly Flow Club, and that'll take you to our Discord. So bit.ly/Flow Club. So going to put that in here. I'm trying to get ahead of y'all talking to put all of your websites on here. So, but it goes
You're
faster
trying to
than
multitask, Steve. You know that's
Bro.
not a good thing.
Oh, it's a great thing. I beg to differ. No. What's your word? I challenge you. I challenge that. Multitasking is awesome.
I've got a new word for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've got a new
This is the
word.
Flow Club. What's the new word?
It just came to me in a Clubhouse room just before we did this Twitter Spaces, and it just hit it. And are you ready to hear the new word? The new Lubnaism.
Sure.
Goshy gosh.
Goshy gosh? You want to explain that one? Goshy gosh.
Goshy gosh.
Boom. See how I'm multitasking? See, I got Justin's website up there. Now I'm trying to get Catalina's. So what does goshy gosh mean?
Yeah, it's the context.
I have absolutely no idea. I was in a Clubhouse room. We were reading the book, The Gap and the Gain. And the question was, what are some of the gains? And I'm like, oh goshy gosh. And they were like, oh my God, that's a great word. And I'm like, okay. Don't know where it came from. It was completely in flow.
I see the meaning now. I see. Oh, okay. Oh, goshy gosh. Okay, cool. That's what's up. All right. So next we have Catalina. I was trying to find your website, Catalina. Catalina. There we go.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. This is a whole new experience for me. So, yes. Yeah, this is really nice. Well, like I said before, I'm a visionary artist. I started my journey with plant medicines, ayahuasca especially here in Colombia about 6 years ago. So I started creating artwork based on my experiences and my learnings. And then later that introduced me to other types of inner exploration. And well, right now I am putting up a project called Shamanic Sleep Yantras, where I want to build a community for people that are interested in plant medicines, meditation, yoga, get together and share their experiences, grow together, thrive together. Oftentimes we feel alone in this journey. So this is an NFT project actually, and I also want to encourage people to try medicines here in Colombia and get to know the communities where it's safe to actually practice those things.
Cool. And I see your Instagram. So I'm going to put that on the screen. 1 second here. And you're also like a plant. It says plant medicine lady.
Yes, I work with many plant medicines, camel, rapé, mambe, ambil, so all of those sacred medicines that come from South America, the Amazon, and they help you to, let's say, go back to yourself, raise your awareness. yeah, you can see over there my artwork, which is mostly sacred geometry, and I also work a lot with animals, spirits of the animals. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. And then we got Mr. Justin. I always feel like I'm messing up the last name, McElderry.
No, that's right. When I was little, we used to play baseball and all different types of sports. So hearing over the intercom, like all different types of pronunciation, it's crazy, but that's actually correct. I appreciate you making this space for us. This is awesome. Like I said before, I'm an architect by trade, and I run a company, started a company 4.5 years ago called Educated Guests. So looking for a different way to build a design practice. And I realized that people don't wake up every day and have design problems. Nobody's waking up saying, what I need today is like a fresh cup of graphic design. Like nobody's needing that. But what I realized is that people have health, wealth, safety, and happiness problems. And to the degree that I can help them along the process to not learn how to design, there's enough how-to videos about designing and all those things across the internet, but teaching people how to see. And for those who are interested in, how I become, I guess qualified, if that's the correct word, to talk on any of these things. I went to undergrad at Morehouse College in Atlanta, and then I studied at Harvard Graduate School of Design. And what's cool right now is that we're beginning to see a lot of interest in the community aspect of Educated Guests. 4.5 years ago, I started publishing a podcast that had a good bit of traction. We had roughly 45,000 downloads, and to some that's a lot, to some that's a little, but it was important for me. And now we've since transitioned that broad community of people tapping in across the world, 18 different countries, and now we have people in one place where we're talking every single day about design, culture, and technology. And in a span of 35 days, around that, we've grown from 0 people in this Discord channel to now I think it's at 105 people. So still migrating people from everyone that follows me on Instagram and email lists and all that stuff. You know how that is. Something that you're interested in, anything I just said. I mean, for folks listening, we actually have a roundtable discussion going on today about AI, art, and authorship, and we're centering this conversation around the central question of will designers even be needed in the future, and the changing role of the designer as less of someone who is sort of projecting an image and more of someone who is, again, teaching and guiding others in how to interpret the images that are given to us. I mentioned, the last thing I'll mention is that, for those who are interested in design, I mean, obviously there's still a consulting model to this. It's like, hey, it's not all community, but not everybody's looking to work with me and have me design stuff. So to a degree, there's people who are interested in community and then people who are interested in consultation. And I think there's a whole spectrum in between. So that's something, that's what I'm up to, among other things. But, I'll put a pin in it there. Thanks for making this space.
Absolutely. I know the thing that really caught my attention a day or two ago is when you were saying about creating, will AI start to, I forget how you put it, but it was good. AI goes from needed to creating, or so. How did you say it?
Oh, yeah. It was moving from the math club to the drama club. And what's interesting is just the degree to which AI is, I have 3 levels. I'll talk about this for anybody who joins the Discord. It's going to be in the Educated Guests Discord for anybody who wants to join. I'm not pressuring anybody. But there's sort of these 3 stages that I've sort of interpreted the way that AI works for creativity. There's sort of inspiration, there's aggregation, and there's augmentation. So inspiration is just bringing a bunch of images in front of you, getting you started in your process. And then there's aggregation, which is the process of sort of streamlining the way that we see all the things that are presented to us. And then there's augmentation, which is truly interrupting the songwriting process, for example. And sort of like Grammarly for songwriting and for design and things like that. So yeah, I mean, we could be talking about this for days. That's why I made the space. So I don't want to take over this conversation.
Yeah, but that's what caught my attention was AI is moving from the math club to the drama club. Like that's a quote. I'm at to like credit you for steal that quote. Not steal it, but you know how they say what's it steal like an artist.
Sure.
Just joking.
No. I mean, everything comes from somewhere. It's just like that old saying. It's like transfer. So we're just transferring energy. We're not creating anything.
And here is Educated Guest. That's the website.
Yeah, that's actually if you move your mouse, that's our idle screen. So it's just like a collection of images that pop up. But if you move the mouse, then you'll get back to the home screen. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
okay.
Brilliant exploration of web design. It was a beautiful collaborative process. The images you're looking at are actually AI generated images from the 800, I think 1,000 different posts over Instagram over 4.5 years. I was looking for a way to, again, aggregate and present the image of the brand in a new type of way. So I would get touched on that in the event and such. But yeah, I just appreciate the space. I'll go on mute now.
All right. It's like that's enough attention on me. Well, I was doing that to give Dragon a minute. Hopefully, I see he made it up to speaker. Are you able to talk now on Twitter, Dragon? He's attempting. That is so crazy. Like any other time you work on spaces, like it's fine. Do you have Discord still up? Is that what it is? Like maybe reboot your whole entire phone again, and then we'll just somehow squeeze. But in the meantime, oh, he says Oz the internet. All right, so I'll try my best to talk about Dragon. So Dragon is this. I can't do like your words, but I'll try. Dragon is dragon. You know, like dragon. So if you like stories and cartoons and just making the impossible possible, then you're gonna love Dragon Forge. So Dragon is Dragon. So welcome, Dragon. All right. So, but yeah, so the topic that we had today was like, which I feel like all you would have appreciated. It's like empathy. No, I'm sorry, empowering versus enabling. I was thinking about the word empathy, you know, because like a lot of times when you're empathetic, I know for me as an empath, like this was a struggle for me, like how to help people but not get to the point where you're enabling people. But what's that line between empowering and enabling? So I would love to hear some thoughts on that.
Before you call on me, I'll just jump in. How about that? Gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Goshy gosh.
Goshy gosh. So for me, I comment, and this is my personal perspective. I appreciate each and every single one of other people's perspective. But for me, the difference is when I empower someone, I focus on helping them to connect with the inner resources they already have. They have knowledge, they have wisdom, they have skills, they have all of these things. It's just connecting with them and using those to tackle any challenge or problem or desire or goal that they may have. So that for me is empowering. It's not me telling you what you need to do, but helping you discover what you already know to use in whatever you have in that moment right now. Enabling, on the other flip side of that, is keeping them in their frame of mind. So anyone that comes in and says, I really don't know what I want, which is something that I get a lot when people reach out to me and say, I really don't know what I want. I don't know what my future looks like. I don't know about my future self. I've been like this for years. And enabling was like, oh yeah, I do, I understand. Tell me a little bit about your history. And yeah, I totally get, which is enabling them to stay in that frame of mind and not helping them bust out of that. And as much as it is trying to be compassionate or empathetic, it's not actually helping them move forward. It's reaffirming what they already know. And sometimes, especially as a coach, people come to us to get that. They're getting to reaffirm that the story that they're telling about themselves, about their abilities, about their skills, about their position in society. They're just looking for someone to say, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is the best that you are going to get. Just keep doing what you're doing right now, and to keep them stuck where they are instead of really tapping into their potential. Because I believe that each and every single one of us can be, do, and have anything we want, and we're not by any stretch of the imagination living up to the potential that we have inside of us. Couple of thoughts for now.
What a good opener. So, what are y'all thoughts on it, Oz, Catalina, Justin?
Well, Lubna, I'm sorry if I say it, pronounce it wrong. Lubna, yeah, I think she said it beautifully. We are the creators, really. We are connected to that source, so we really have everything within us to move forward. And when we are enabling someone to do something, we are just giving a space to do whatever to do whatever they have been doing, just repeating the same thing. But when you empower someone, you are somehow showing them or guiding them, but guiding them into back to themselves, guiding them back to themselves, showing them that they have everything within them, that they have all the tools already. So enabling would be more like giving a space. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, that makes sense. Anyone else want to tap in as well?
Yeah, I mean, the topic of enabling is, I think, very, very interesting for my personal journey right now. I find that the behaviors that we accept end up showing a lot of people what we're willing to tolerate. And when we show people what we're really willing to tolerate, it gives clues as to the source of our value system. And what I really think is happening a lot, and this is maybe an uninformed opinion to everyone else's relative experiences, but what's happening is that our value systems are being exchanged in every interaction. So us hopping on this video chat, us hopping into Twitter space, LinkedIn space, outer space, wherever we are, our value systems are showing. And I'm less concerned with whether we are empowering or enabling, and I'm more concerned with how are we generating those value systems. And when we engage with a value system that doesn't necessarily match with our own, how are we updating our own algorithm? And those are the questions that come to mind for me when I saw the topic. Or what are our value systems? Where are they coming from? And how do we go about the process of updating them when we do engage with others who may not sync up with ours? So I don't know if I evaded the topic completely, but this is all jazz anyway. So we're riffing off of a central core structure. So that's what I think about it.
And what would you say that central core structure would be?
Ooh. Oh man, I like a good A minor. I love that. But in all honesty, I think I keep coming back. I know saying the same thing over and over offering a hypothesis to the world about ourselves. I mean, something I'll mention. I'm not the best at like shameless plugs because I try to make everything I'm doing holistic. But in the event tonight or this afternoon, I'll be talking about, people don't buy brands; they buy philosophies. So like that's to me the only thing that really matters in these sorts of conversations is, what are the sources of our philosophies, our belief systems, and if we aren't sure about that, then we will begin to waver and sort of like, I guess to use these terms, begin to empower a belief system that feels familiar to us or feels like something that we could get along with, or maybe will allow others to sort of intrude unnecessarily on our own value system because we haven't spent enough time with ourselves and refining the questions we're asking about our world. So, yeah, it's very interesting topic. Maybe A minor, maybe E minor now. I don't know.
I can see right now these can spin off into a lot of different conversations. I'm loving it. I'm not rigid, so wherever our conversation flows, I'm down. It doesn't have to be, oh my God, we got to stick to this. So what's your take, Oz? I know you have to roll out at some point, soonish.
Yeah, no, this conversation has been very interesting so far. I'll have to stick around for about 5-10 more minutes. But yeah, just to echo the sentiments of all the speakers, really, for me, as approach as a fine artist, operating in both the digital and the real world, I think that it sort of leads back to leading by example, right? When you see somebody that, like just to echo what Justin was saying, that has a really good value system, and they're able to translate that and kind of showcase to people, like, okay, I stand for this and I stand for this. It's very contagious. It's very contagious if the person does it in good stride and in good faith. And operating in this space, in the digital realm, the NFT space, it really showed me that you have a lot of inspiration around you. You have a lot of people around you that have the same goals, have the same mindset as you to be successful. They're here for a reason. And I think that when you start looking around and you're able to pull those things out of people and use them to your own advantage, I think that it can lead to really great things. So really just operating from a system of watching other people, watching people and learning the steps to be successful and sort of creating your own path in that way. And, in the art world, I've met so many, a variety of artists that operate on different systems. And, a lot of them wallow in their sorrow and their sadness. And a lot of them operate at a very high level, but it really comes back to just mindset. Every day waking up with a purpose and goals to attack the day, even if they're little, just operating them and making sure that you can do the best that you can throughout that day and just repeat and just keep a good consistent flow. Just to echo what Luna was saying too, operating with the state of flow, you operate much better in life that way. So yeah, that's my take on that.
And I haven't been paying attention to the chat, but we got some follow-up stuff on the chat. So one user says, absolutely awesome, let's grow. All right. Credit to Justin McElderry. Says AI creation is moving from the chess club to the drama club. Another one on YouTube says, I love empowering my students to learn on their own, not just give the info and they learn it. I love to give them the tools to learn themselves so that they can continue learning as they feel confident and can get themselves to learn new and amazing things. Another one says, ooh, the follow-up question Justin wasn't looking for, LMAO. Another one says 100% leading by example with established moral systems are real people, not trying to con people. That is much preferred. Cool. All right.
What are your thoughts, Steve? I mean, you've been asking each and every single one of us to share, but what are your thoughts on empowering versus enabling?
That's very interesting. I have so many thoughts on it. So, but for me personally, just for what it means for me personally, I love the whole value system build. And as I'm growing, I'm understanding more and more that questions are not simple answers anymore. Like the more we grow, the more we think, the more, because it's almost like if I was to sit here and say, okay, the simple definition for me is empowering versus enabling, I think of give a person a fish or teach them how to fish. And if you give them the fish, you know, what if, using that example, you're going to separate and they're going to be in a whole nother land. Now they're going to starve because they don't know how to fish. So actually in enabling, which is just giving and not having them connect to their inside, it can in some ways hurt them because now they won't be self-sufficient when the time comes. So in a way, I see it almost like this karmic energy, like it is actually when our helping hurts. That's an article I haven't put out yet, but when our helping hurts, that's what comes to mind for me. But empowering is more of like, it's twofold in my mind. One, having the strength within yourself to be honest with yourself that even when your heart says, God, I want to help so bad, but like, nope, I'm going to give this information and it's on them what they do. And that's, we call it tough love. Some people, tough love can be good love. So, but then if I dive deeper into it and I connect to that like value system that Justin was mentioning, it's all about perception. Who knows what, there may be a situation what if you're doing both? There are scenarios for both. So it's all perspective of who you're dealing with. What I think is all boils down to intent. What are your intentions? As long as you're coming from a place of where you're coming from and not harming yourself. This is the conversation I had with myself, that I'm going to help people when I move to help them. And I'm going to help them in a way that won't hurt myself. See, I used to help even if it cost me hurt. And that's what I had to learn. And how they deal with it is on them. And that's the hardest part. But once you get to that part, it's a relief because you stop carrying the burden of everyone else's expectations and what they want and all this other stuff. So we have to stop, in my opinion, stop carrying the burden of others. And the more we stop carrying the burden of others, the more clearer we are, the more that we can help. And rather they take it as empowering or enabling, it's up to them what they do with the information. But I had to learn to release myself from the responsibility of feeling responsible for other people. So that's what it means to me.
Yeah, I totally get that. As someone who did the same thing that you did, I mean, I love helping people, but people also need to want to be helped. And in my experience, and it's definitely something that I have been taught in the many coaching trainings that I have had, is you have to check first if someone is coachable, if someone wants to be helped. And for me, what I discover is that a lot of people ask for help, but they truly do not want to be helped. They're actually looking for another excuse to say, this doesn't work for me. And a great distinction that I've learned, and there are many ways that you can look at it, is one of the different levels that you can help someone on. And there are different ways you can look at it, but for simplicity case, I'll do three, which is, do you want tactics? Most people that come to each and every single one of us want tactics. Just tell me what I need to do. And but what you do when you get them, well, this is what you need to do. You need to go live on a platform and share your story. They go, yeah, but I can't do that. I'm like, you wanted help, and I gave you a suggestion on how you could solve your problem. But then I get an excuse on why they can't do that specific thing. And whenever that happens, it's a sign for me personally that you're not looking for a tactic. The tactic or a strategy, that's the second level, will only work if you come at it from a value system and a belief system and an identity that will make that tactic work. And I'll give you a personal example. So if we were to go back in time 5 years, I would not be doing this. If you had told me, Lubna, you have to go on live on any platform in any way, shape, or form and talk and share your wisdom, I would say no. Give me a stage with 10,000 people in the audience. I'll happily do that, but I will not stand in front of my laptop screen, talk to a screen like I'm talking to other people. That just, to me, I could not see myself as being that person. Now, people could tell me, yeah, but it's great to share your story. You can reach so many people. You can have the impact that you would love. And I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. No. I'm a speaker. I'm not going to do this virtually. I do not believe in virtually. And it took a coach guiding me through, you got to start seeing yourself as someone who does this virtually, because they believe in the power of reaching people and believe in the strategy to have the impact that I want to have. That's what needed to change. There were so many tactics. I could go Googling and discover, you have to do this, you have to position your phone, you have to get a tripod. And I did all of that. That still didn't get me to go live in any way, shape, or form, because I needed to think about myself in a different way to be able to use the tools that I have. So I guess that's for me is the difference. Is do you really want to be helped? Are you really ready for the change or transformation that you're asking for? If yes, happily be able to guide you or refer you to someone to guide you. If you're not, if you're only looking for excuses, I'm sorry, but that's a waste of your time and mine.
I love that. If you're only looking for excuses, that's a waste of. Love it. Don't get me started on the excuse train. So, and Craig says, release myself from the responsibility of the success or failure of. He was quoted. Okay, 100% true. Says I need to get all my names up the line. Yeah, Craig is boss runner. That's Craig Bossman. He was going to join us in video chat, but they just had the baby, so probably going wild right now. And backsit, we missing out on some drama. You missing on the opportunity for Justin's AI to work out the drama of your baby situation. So, I see Dragon got up here. What's up, Dragon? How's it going? Let's see if we can hear you now.
Oh, look.
You're a little rugged, but we can hear you. So I know you were on the video with us, but your internet was crashing and all stuff. So did you have any addition to anything or?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Bit of an intro before this, I founded Dragon Forge. Dragon Forge is a story franchise, meaning building a world of stories together in community and bringing animated series. And we enable utility work to pass through NFTs. And just as an aside, in case
Ooh, I'm sorry, Dragon, you're breaking up a whole lot. Maybe reboot your phone again. so all right. Cool. And welcome everybody who's in the room. What's up, Happy Nation? What's up, Babylon? I got Beats, BB, Fami, Craig, me, Retry, Squiddy. What's up, Beats? Billy, the Raptor Roost, Samuel, Artist with Dharma, the Creep, Cuddles, Mind Shift Meta. Welcome. Got Dasla. We got Cat Stretch. We got Ornament. We got Sarah. We got Kelly. Kelly Praise. Welcome. And I can't see who's all in the other places, so welcome to you all too. So welcome everybody who's ever watching this. Welcome everybody. So
Steve, we gotta do a goshy gosh. Billy will love that.
Goshy gosh. Was Billy in the clubhouse room that you were in? Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, we got people on Clubhouse, which I can't see the Clubhouse room. I forgot to send the link so I could see it. So if anybody's on Clubhouse, if you can direct message us the link from that room, that would be great, and then I can see it. I'm social connector, at least. So, all right, cool. I lost track of where we were, but I know it's some good stuff that was said. Oz, you have a wonderful day. Enjoy. What do you have going on again? The art festival or something?
Yeah, we actually have a art market. It's a big fine art fair. It's out of a huge tent with a lot of blue chip galleries and everything. So just being able to rub shoulders with those people and be in the same vicinity is a treat of its own. So just wanted to say thank you guys for the conversation. And yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you. Justin, I'm going to follow up with you because your website is so clean, man. Love to chop it up with you in the DM. But thank you, Steve, so much for the platform, man. Have a great rest of your day, guys.
Absolutely. And when was that AI discussion again? Just is that 3 hours from now?
It's at 2 p.m. Eastern, so a little bit more than 3 hours away. But yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure.
6 hours. 6 hours from now. so 6 hours from now. So y'all, can they get to your Discord through the educatedguest.com?
There's a link if you click the tab that says join. It's one of the biggest things in the middle of the screen. Then you'll see a link for Discord as well as our email list, which I would prefer Discord is less invasive to your data. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Any last words before we just transition to Twitter Space and in the multi? This was a cool little thing. I want to do this again. Now I tell you, I've learned a lot with the setup. So I really haven't had a chance to be 1,000% mentally in because I was kind of managing, but now I know what to do next time. So learning experience.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're experimenting with new tools. I think it takes a lot of confidence to be able to guide us through the experience as well as learning a new tool. I think a lot of people are just stuck with one tool and then they get comfortable with it. So I think there's a lot to be said about that. So thank you for making a space for the 15th time. I'm sure I've said that.
Well, I'm not that zodiac signs matter, but I'm a Leo. I'm ready to jump in that fire. Let's go. Let's just dive in.
I'm a Leo too. That's crazy.
Oh, are you? When's your birthday, man?
The 23rd.
Of course, you're a Leo, Steve.
So, yeah, I'm like the sleeping lion right now. I'm the calm lion. But it's in there somewhere. If we get on the right topic, I'll be the other version.
Oh yeah, I've heard you on Discord. I've heard you. Sometimes a lot of times when we're in the Discord and coffee and stuff, I'll be doing stuff while I was in the background. Then somebody will say something, I'm like, let me get to the phone. Sometimes the phone be under the sheet, that's why if somebody say Steve or something, it takes me a minute because I'm like, where did the phone to fall? I'm like, where's the phone? I can hear it, but I'm doing stuff, like dang, now the conversation's moved on. I want to go back to what Cool. All right, well, we're going to transition to Twitter Space. So thank y'all all for showing up. Or I wish it was way to, you know what? We'll keep it going. We'll just focus on Twitter. All right, so anybody else who wants to come up and speak, that'll be fine. I see Squiddy was trying. So we'll send y'all some invites here.
I do need to head out here at the bottom of the hour. It's right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you again. This is a fantastic conversation. It's great to see faces. Some folks here I've not seen, but it's cool to see a smiling face and to put a face to the voice, so to speak. And Catalina, it's wonderful to meet you. Lubna, it's great to see your face. Steve, it's great to see your face. And hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.
All right. Y'all have a good one now.
Peace. See you soon.
Gonna end